Alcohol, is, in my opinion, is the worst drug in the world because of the availability. You can buy alcohol anywhere.
In the quiet weeks before his passing, Ozzy Osbourne found himself reflecting not just on a life lived in the spotlight, but on the moments that haunted him the most, the missed opportunities, the personal failures, and the wounds he wished he could heal.
Are you mad at your dad for what he's done throughout his life?
No. It hurt my feelings a lot, but no.
Why not?
Because I can't be mad at someone I love. I feel like such a dork.
Are you mad that you missed him? That there were times when you needed him and you missed him?
Yeah.
As his health declined and the world grew quieter around him, he opened up to the one person who had stood by him through everything, his wife, Sharon. In a private and emotional conversation, Ozzy revealed the 7 deepest regrets he carried with him and what they meant to him in the end. The moment came during one of their final late-night talks. Ozzy was lying in bed, his voice raspy, his body frail, but his mind was lucid and sharp. Sharon sat at his side, gently stroking his hand when he whispered, "Shaz, can I tell you something? The truth, about what I still carry inside." She nodded, and what followed would become one of the most intimate and vulnerable confessions of Ozzy's life.
Sharon is like my soulmate. Sometimes I love her, sometimes I don't love her, sometimes I'm angry with her. Sometimes I'm crazy about her. Sometimes I'm very jealous of her. Sometimes I want to fucking kill her. But through it all, at the end of the day, I love her more than anything in the world. Put it this way, I couldn't live without her. I don't want to live without her. And my love for her now is bigger than it ever has been.
1. Regret not being there enough for his children. Ozzy admitted he had missed countless moments with his kids, Amy, Kelly, and Jack, because of his career and addictions. "I was chasing fame when I should have been chasing time with them," he told Sharon. "The school plays, the birthdays, I wish I could go back. I wish I could have watched them grow, not from the stage, but from the front row of their lives."
What we have been through in my family, my dad's Parkinson's and coma, bike accident, addiction, my addiction, we've been through so much together and supported each other through everything. We are not perfect, we are never going to be, and we do not want to be.
2. Regret the pain he caused Sharon. Looking at her tear-filled eyes, Ozzy said, "You forgave me too many times, Shaz. I broke your heart more than once. I didn't deserve a second chance, let alone all the chances you gave me. I hate that I hurt you, that I ever made you cry." Sharon told him that love isn't about perfection, it's about survival. But for Ozzy, that regret remained heavy.
I had this plan that I'd die before she did. My plan didn't work out, She's my whole world. She's the best lover I've ever had, the best friend I've ever had, the worst friend I've ever had. It's like bread and butter, Sharon and Ozzy.
Regret number 3, the people he lost along the way. From bandmates to friends, Ozzy lost people. Some to tragedy, some to time, and some to falling outs. "I think about Randy Rhoads every day," he said, referencing his late guitarist. "I never told him enough how much he meant to me. And there are others, people I pushed away or didn't appreciate while they were around." For regret, not taking care of his health sooner. Battling Parkinson's and years of spinal issues, Ozzy admitted that he had neglected his health for too long. "I thought I was invincible," he confessed, "but I wasn't, and I made it worse by ignoring the signs. If I'd taken better care of myself, maybe I'd have more time with you, with them, with life."
I have to have a nurse with me now everywhere I go. It's just, I'm burdened to my wife, burdened to everybody that works for me. I mean, I've never been like this in my life.
Do you think had you not gotten the operation back then, you would have been paralyzed?
No, I don't think. I think the guy was insane. I mean, I'm paralysed now to a certain degree. I can't walk. It's not like Ozzy Osbourne to be laid up for. I've never been this long laid up in my life.
5. Regret the chaos he normalized. Ozzy confessed to Sharon that for years, he thought chaos was just part of who he was. The drinking, the arrests, the controversies, it became a brand. But later in life, he saw how it hurt the people he loved. "I turned madness into performance." 6. Regret losing control of his narrative. Despite his fame, Ozzy often felt misunderstood. People saw the bat and the antics, but not the man, he said. He regretted not sharing more of his truth when he had the chance. Maybe if I had opened up more, people would know I was more than just a madman. I had thoughts. I had fears. I had soul. 7. Regret not saying I love you enough. It was the simplest yet hardest truth for Ozzy to admit. I loved all of you so deeply, but I didn't always say it. I thought action spoke louder, but sometimes people need to hear the words. I wish I said it more, to you, to the kids, to the fans. Sharon sat quietly, tears streaming down her face as Ozzy drifted into sleep. The next morning, he woke up, looked at her, and whispered, "Thanks for listening." In the days after his death, Sharon would go on to say that this conversation was more healing than any therapy, more profound than any of his lyrics. It was a side of Ozzy few ever saw, honest, fragile, regretful, but also incredibly brave. Those 7 regrets now live in the hearts of those who loved him, not as burdens, but as reminders that even the wildest souls carry quiet truths, that even legends wrestle with remorse, and that in the end, love, honesty, and connection matter more than anything else. Ozzy Osbourne was not just a rock icon. He was a man who dared to look back, admit his flaws, and speak his truth. And in doing so, he gave us all permission to reflect on our own lives with more compassion, more grace, and maybe fewer regrets.